Hello, 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 good people. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, Tuesday. Well, it's probably still Monday for you guys, but it's going on Tuesday early morning for me. It is, let me see what time it is here. 12:40. It is 12:40 a.m. here in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria. So I just thought I would come on and shoot and do a Facebook Live just to kind of keep my face in your face. And so here I am. So let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Let's wait a few minutes and let some people jump on, okay? But my sleeping schedule, you guys, is so messed up. It is so messed up. Usually when I travel, I'm bringing people with me, and we are going to view different places, going to the market, going to all these different places. So you're up and you're running all day. So your your time is easily switched over. So because all the times that I have traveled out of country, Egypt, Israel, Ghana, and been to Ghana several times, I have not had problems with my clock being off. This time, because I came here and my husband was like, we just gonna be relaxing. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, we're just gonna be chilling, relaxing, getting things set up here. I have not been sleeping. I'm telling you, I could sleep all day. And it'd be some good sleep. I sleep better all day did I sleep at night. Anyway, so it is 12:30 a.m. here. So that means it's probably 5 or 6 p.m. your time, around that time, somewhere in there. If you're in Arizona, if you're in Chicago, Kansas City, I'm just naming some of the states that I have people watch that follow me. Virginia, North Carolina. Anyway, so let's do some housekeeping. And if you don't know what housekeeping is, it is where I tell you my announcements, things that I have going on. So if you are new to this Facebook Live, my name is Kay Badude. I am known as the Business Catalyst. And right now, as of today, I am coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria. So I do travel, and I do love to travel internationally. I just feel like it opens up your mind, make you more open-minded when you travel to different areas, because people are different. Even though we may have the same skin color, we are different. Yeah, things we do things differently, and I'll talk about that after. I'll talk about my adventures today after I tell you what I have going on. So you know that I still have some spots open for the web community. I'm starting with 12 women, and there are a few spots that are still open. And for those of you that have chosen to join the web community, I thank you for trusting me with your trust, because it has to be reciprocal. It has to be mutual. So for those of you that have joined and have paid your dues to join, I thank you for trusting me with and I look forward to showing you what I can do, or what we can do together. So, as y'all know, we do have a magazine. It's called The Web, and this inspiration came from because you touch so many people in so many different places. That's why the web. But but it is women empowering businesses. That's really what the web stands for. But this magazine, this was my first edition, but we are working on our second edition. And if you would like to advertise, or you would like to put your business in there, or you would like to write an article, reach out to me so that we can get get you in our second edition magazine. Okay, sorry, I am in my bedroom because I told y'all it's 12:30 a.m. in the morning. And so that is the first thing that I wanted to just let you know, that is very inexpensive. I have been offered several offerings to be in different people magazines, and to advertise in my magazine is not even a fourth of what people are asking for you to advertise in certain magazines. So especially over the Christmas season, I was getting all types of invitations to be in their magazine, the 10 most influential people, the 20 most whatever, and you have to, I keep it real, you guys. You have to pay when they requesting you and they say, "Oh, we want to honor you or advertise you as 20 most influential people." You're not getting in that magazine for free. You paying. Yeah. Yes. So anyway, that's the first thing. Second thing that I have going on, January the 31st, we are doing a strategic vision party. It will be held at one of the local hotels. So once you book your ticket, then I will send you the address to the hotel. Until you go on to that Zeffy link and book your ticket, you will not get the address, because I'm not having anyone pay at the door. I've been working on this since all last year. I want people to pay on the link. I want you to pay on the links that I send you. The Zeffy link is for nonprofits. You know how Vistaprint has it where you can, where they charge you to pay to purchase your ticket? Well, Zeffy gives you a choice. It gives you a choice if you want to donate to their platform, or you can not donate anything and just get your ticket and not pay an extra fee. You just have to click on the link. It has a drop down menu, and you click no donation, or you click 2%, 5%, whatever. But it's up to you. But that's one of the things with Zeffy platform, and that is who I use for most of my things that people pay for. Because I always have this motto: people will treat you like you let them. So my thing is, you have to show people, or you have to train people how to treat you. And I want people to use their power to purchase online, because there's a lot of stuff is going online here in Lagos. I don't do anything. Everything is online. When I go into the stores, I transfer. That's what they ask me. You transfer? Yeah. So I have downloaded an app. It's called Limfi, and that's what I use throughout my travels. To me, it makes it easier. People be like, "Well, we know they ain't got no money on them, so I ain't gonna try to mug them," because everything is on your phone. Okay, so again, I said that's January the 31st. We're doing the strategic planning party. I do have for you that enroll, I do have some gifts that I'm bringing back from Lagos. So I'm not saying everybody will get a gift, but everybody may get a gift that signs up for the strategic planning party, vision board party. Okay, so then February the 14th, okay, I've had several people notice that I do natural shea butter. I show people how to create their own whipped natural shea butter. You're putting natural oil skin on your skin, which is your largest organ. You know, there's a lot of people that have came up with bouts of skin cancer, this and that. That's because we put a lot of toxic on our body and in our body. You know, for years I have not wore a relaxer. I have 3 daughters that have never wore relaxers in their hair. Their hair has just been natural. Now since they got older, they probably didn't dye their hair. But relaxers. You know, now they're saying that relaxers cause cancer. So I'm just saying, anything that you can do to decrease the toxicity that you put inside your body, do it. I always tell people I've been a customer of Melaleuca for about 28 years. And that was one of my ways that I was doing to decrease the toxicity that I put inside my body and on my body. Because Melaleuca products for years have had less toxic in it. And then now I do natural stuff. I try to do natural things like the shea butter. I came to Ghana. I love the shea butter. It healed whatever symptoms or things that I was having going on my chest. Was this itching? My skin was really dry. My skin was discoloring. I used shea butter for a week, and it took it away. So shea butter is good for eczema, rosacea, a lot of skin issues. If your skin is really dry, it also is good for. I take magnesium and I put it in the shea butter, and I rub that on my lower extremities for like lower extremity cramps, muscle relaxation. So shea butter, I just use it. I use it in my hair. It's almost like, you remember how when you was a kid and you get sick and your parents go get alcohol or go get the Dr. Robitussin, and it'd be like one specific thing in your house that your parents use for everything. Just about. That's the same. I get when sometimes my joints is achy, like traveling over the road. I take my shea butter because I have a little hand carry that I put in my bag, a little tube that I put in my bag, and I put some Melaleuca oil on it, rub it together, and rub it on them achy joints. It decreases the aches. Yeah. So anyway, but I said all that to say this. So February the 14th, I am doing a virtual whipped shea butter class. So I've had a lot of people say, oh, I wish you was in my city or in my state or in my town or whatever. Now it is virtual. So same thing. You would go on to Zeffy and purchase your virtual, your ticket. And we are going to have a virtual class on February the 14th. I am making it so easy for you not have to be out in the traffic, running around, trying to figure out what you're going to do for Valentine's Day and spending extra money. Why don't you just join us for our virtual whipped shea butter class and enjoy time with your family, eat you some nice food, and be at home. And that class starts for Arizona time, because I'll be in Arizona. It starts at 6 p.m. and it lasts to 9. And we also will be playing a little bit of bingo, because there's some time lapse in us getting the shea butter ready, and we have to put it in the freezer and let it set up. So during that time, we're going to be playing a few games, and one of the games will be bingo, and we will have prizes for that. So we're gonna have some fun on February the 14th. Stay your butt at home with your family and enjoy February the 14th at home. But this is the thing. This one will be cut off a week before February the 14th. It will be you cannot purchase tickets or anything after February the 7th, because I am going to ship you a product package. When you purchase your ticket, I'm going to ship you some raw uncut shea butter, and I'm going to ship you two bottles of 2 ounce of oils. I don't know. I usually on my shea butter I use jojoba and rosehip. I might use sweet almond, but the oils that I do use, they're very easy to absorb into your skin. So you will be getting the raw shea butter, and then also two ounce oils, bottles of oil, once you purchase your ticket for the virtual shea butter class. I'm just trying to make sure that you have what you need in order for you to be able to make your shea butter, and then also you will get an empty container that you can store your shea butter in to use on a daily basis after the class. So that's the shea butter class. You notice it's one thing every month. That's all I can do now, you guys. One thing every month. So then in March, the web community will be doing a retreat. It's a 2-day retreat. Well, yeah, 2 days, 1 night retreat. That the web community, and that is the people that will be will be coming to the retreat. So if you're not in the web community, or you're not a person that has told me that you're joining in March, then those are the only invitees, and I got something special for the ladies for the web community in March. I got something nice for you guys. And this is all about networking, collaborating, and relaxing. We're not going to be doing a bunch of craziness. We're going to be relaxing and enjoying each other, having meaningful conversations. That's it. That's it. I won't say that's it. That's basically what the retreat is. In figuring out where we want to go, and how we want to go, and how fast we want to get there. Okay? So that is for the first quarter. That is for the first quarter that is going on in Yours Truly Life that I am sponsoring. Kay Bedude, the Business Catalyst. Okay? So let me tell you about my day today. So today, I did a self-care day here in Lagos, Nigeria. So what I did is I got up and I booked me for a massage. And so that's why you need to travel. Because I'm going to tell you this. Massages in the U.S., it's not like massages in a different country. So she did do a good job. I just want to put that out there. The therapist did do a good job. But she was so heavy-handed. Woo! You know, when I do my 90-minute massages, I go in and I get me some good sleep. So how they working on me. I could not sleep today because I kept having to raise my hand. She was like, "I'm too hot, Mom." I said, "Yes." Then she started working again. And it seemed like when she get in her rhythm, she just really like deep tissue. I raised my hand. She said, "I'm sorry, Mom." Yes. Woo! And then they get up on the bed. So it's the bed that they have. It's not like the beds that they have in the U.S. And I'm not saying everywhere, but I'm saying since I've been going to massage therapists, because I've been to massage therapists in Ghana too. So anyway, so I traveled there. I booked me a boat. So I don't know what is going on with the address to this property, but for some reason it wants to take you to another side of Lagos, the state of Lagos, or the town of Lagos. But anyway, so we figured it out. My husband, he did have to. The guy got to the gate in Nigeria. You know how they have secured gates in the States. Well, their secured gates here has security there. And so you have to call and say, "Hey, I'm letting someone's coming to my property." So the number is not working. This is like the third time, because I'm trying to work out kinks and bugs about catching a boat, but my husband was like, he's like, we're gonna have to get a car because this is just too much. So anyway, so when the boat driver got here, which is like a Lyft or Uber, when he got here, but the number's not working to call the security. So my husband has to get out and walk to the gate. So he walks to the gate and rides back with the boat driver. So then we get in the car, and so then this is the thing too. On just like Lyft and boat, whatever, you have a map. If you're out of your normal area, I track. So I'm looking at my map while the person is taking me where I'm going. And this is just not here. Even in the U.S., people be trying to drive longer or whatever, so you have to pay them more. So I just be watching. So and I look at landmarks. So I may see they have KFC here. So I may see a KFC. I may see a Globalist Bank. So I watch my landmarks where I'm going. And so when he got to the spa, the driver I get out the car, he started driving off. Now I'm gonna tell you this: in Nigeria, it doesn't matter. It just be so many people out. So many people out. And this is the thing. Do not have your phone out because somebody will snatch your phone and keep it moving. And not just here. I'm just saying, but I know they do this here. So anyway, I bammed on the gate, and they have to, this security, everybody has security. Security opens up the gate, lets you in. So then I go in there for my massage. They get me all ready. And I'm telling you this. Also, I don't know whether it was a young lady that was doing the massage. The music was so loud. I was like, she was in there partying on my time. So anyway, hold on a minute. I need to take a break for about 1 minute. I'll be right back. Right back. I'm back. Okay, so let's continue the story. Hold on a minute. Somebody's trying to call me at 12:30 at 1 a.m. in the morning. No, they call me from the U.S., so whatever time is there. So, anyway, so then I get on the table. First, they have to cut the air on, so they cut the air on because I'm going to tell you this. I don't have no shame in my game. When I go in places now, I be like, oh, you need to cut the air on. Because you hear my accent. I'm not from here. It's too high. Yeah, so she cut the air on. She said, Mom, I'm going to get the room cool before you get in there. Okay, cool. Get on the table. She started massaging. Like I said, everything was good. I'm not for sure what type of oil they use, but that oil was so oily. When we finished the massage, and like I say, I do a 90-minute massage. 60 minutes is just too short for me. I used to do longer than, no, my user is 90 minutes. I think when I started going to my one massage therapist in Arizona, I started doing 75 because I noticed that she be wasting time. I noticed that she be wasting like 5-10 minutes messing around. So I was like, okay, I'm not paying you for that. So I'm just gonna do 75. Anyway, so 90-minute massage. That's the best. That is the like 75 is the minimum that a massage that you should get. People do an hour. Hour is too short, especially when you have kinks and bugs that need to be worked out. And believe me, I have a lot of kinks and bugs. Like my lower extremity. Oh, she spent about 30 minutes on my leg, on my just from my knees to my feet. 30 minutes. Yeah, trying to work on stretching them muscles and relaxing the fascia and all that stuff. So once she got finished, then she goes and she brings a bucket of hot water and wipes all this oil. It was a lot of oil, so I was like, they cannot be using jojoba oil or rose hip, because that type of oil really, it absorbs in your skin. So whatever oil they're using, it is like really, really oily, but it really I don't know how much it hydrates your skin, because it was just sitting on top of my skin. So anyway, but that warm, hot towel, when she was wiping the oil off, felt so good. So that's what I'm saying about different environments, because I started to tell her to cut that music off and let me put on my rain noise on my phone. But I said to myself, I'm not going to tell people how to do their job. I'm just here to get my massage and relax. And sometimes we have to do that. Just let people do their job. As long as it's not causing any harm, just let people do their job and relax. And so that's what I did. And so once they finished she finished her massage, and she did the hot towels and rubbed it, and then put the hot towel on my back. Oh my God, that felt so good. And then I called my boat, because they use boat over here. They do use Uber, but I'm familiar with boat from Ghana. So I called my my boat, and this is the thing, people. Know where you're going, because that GPS was trying to take us to a different area, and the guy knew, because I live around Wimco Road, and so I just kept telling them I'm off of Wimco Road. He said, this GPS is taking me somewhere else. I said, well, I'm telling you that I am off Wimco Road. And so we got on Wimco Road, and then he said, okay, where I go now? And so I knew landmarks of where I was. And so then I was like, okay, you turn by this grocery store, you do it, and I made it back. So I'm just giving you some travel advice. Just remember, in my little talking that I'm doing, just remember those things, because people do get kidnapped. And I ain't got time for none of that mess, because y'all know I'm scared of everything. I be seeing when I got to the boot, to the spa, there was a lizard running up the doggone door. Woo! I was like, woo! And the security looks at me like I'm crazy, because they so used to them things running around, it don't bother them. Not me. I was like, ooh. And then I said, okay, calm your horse. And so then I just sucked it in and walked past it and went on in the building. My husband gonna tell me, Kay, why you come places where you scared? I'm sorry, they have lizards and geckos in Arizona, and I've been there for 10 years, and I'm scared of them. I got a whole gecko lizard family living in one of the bushes in my front yard. But I don't want them. I don't want it to crawl on me. That's my thing. Just let it crawl, run around. I don't want it to crawl on me. Anyway, so that's what I did today. So this week, even though I'm relaxing, even though I'm supposed to be relaxing, I gotta get up and get out of this house. I told my husband I got to get out of this house. But I'm gonna take a tour. They have 3 big heavily markets here, so I got someone that's gonna go with me to the 3 markets, kind of so I can scout out the markets and see which ones I like best. So when I do have company that come to Nigeria and people that travel to Nigeria with me, that I know which markets we want to go to, because I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of markets, and it's so you have to come to Nigeria just to see how it is so many freaking people. I have never seen this many freaking people in one place. That's the biggest experience. You know, when I do different travel, I tell people the different experience. The Ghana experience, people are so nice there. They're very nice. Oh, that's what I want to tell y'all. I'm gonna tell you this. I told my husband, I said, when you start driving here in Nigeria, when people just get in their car and drive, they all drive like they got road rage. That's how they drive. And I thought the funniest thing today, I seen a car that had driving school on it. If you gotta come so I can just show y'all the way they drive. There's no way that there's rules and regulations to this driving. I told somebody, I said, you take the rule book and you just throw it out the window. You don't stay in no lines. You drive all this. You cut people off. They drive like they have road rage, but that's the way they drive. Oh my gosh, I was laughing because my brother-in-law, he be all nice and calm. As soon as he get in the car, he be like, beep, 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 beep. Oh, and you can't drive without a horn. You gotta have a horn. It's like unspoken rules. You just, I mean, you have got to come. Just experience the driving, the traveling, and getting from place to place. And then you know how when you have pedestrians in the U.S., you have pedestrians across the street, and so you kind of slow down there. Hell no. If you here, you better be running across that street like you try to run a track meet. You gonna get ran over. They don't be playing. You should see people taking off running across the street. I'm serious. When I be riding here, I be just laughing. But when I seen the driving school car, I said, they ain't got no driving school here. Somebody is a liar. There's no way that you have to go to a driving school to learn how to drive here. It just seemed like you just get in the car and just do what you want to do. And I seen a fight today. You know, a lot of Africans, they be fussing and they really loud, like they gonna eat you up, but they never lay hands on each other. That's an awesome thing. I've never seen as much as I've been to Ghana, and they be arguing and fussing. They be arguing and fussing about who got the right of way. I've never seen nobody lay a hand on. Today, I seen another man slap the hell out of this other man, and then the other guys was trying to break it. It was like four of them. The other guy was trying to break it up, and then we get right like a few meters down. There's a traffic controller officer. She looks over there, turns around like she was irritated because they was doing what they was doing. She's like, do you think she said anything? No. They just, I don't even know why they have a traffic officer, because I don't be seeing them trafficking nothing. I just see them in their little booth on the road talking to each other. Maybe, like I said, it's some unspoken rules that I don't know. So, and they be like waving their hand or whatever, like they got, ain't nobody paying no attention to them. The people just be driving. Seriously, you need to just come here so you can experience the traveling. And so I keep saying, I'm gonna get out here and drive in this madness. But I'm gonna tell you this, people gonna be bumping their horns like crazy. I'm gonna be flipping people off. I mean, it's gonna be some madness up in this joint. Because it is crazy. So anyway, that's my journey for today. And so then I get back here, and I don't know just yet how to put a what I want to say, like when you book your boat or your Lyft or your Uber and you put a second destination. I haven't learned that yet, and so like today, man, I would have loved to have stopped at the store and picked me up a couple of items and bring them home, but I didn't know how to do it, so I was like, okay. And we do have a store like right outside our compound, but it's probably about a 3 block walk. And I keep telling my husband, I said, I'm going to walk. Just train myself to walk it. 2 or 3 blocks may not be a lot to some people, but right now with the issues that I have going on with my knees, both knees now, it ain't just my left knee, it's my right knee cutting up. That 2 to 3 walking. So I know that I gotta build up. I'm working on building up my strength in my knees. Oh, yeah, definitely. Anyway, so that is my thing for today. I just really wanted to get on you guys and let y'all know I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here and I will be excited to get back home because y'all know my butt stay busy. Yeah, but it was good to take 2-3 weeks off and just relax because my husband definitely said, he said, I'm going over there to relax, so don't be bothering me. So that's why I just was like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna book me a boat, Uber or whatever, and I'm gonna get out. You know, even though my brother-in-law comes over sometimes and gets us and take us places, but that's like 2-3 days in between. I can't sit in the house that long. That's too much. Too much. Anyway, good people, I thank y'all for joining me and watch me. There's a couple of things that I wanted to tell you guys. I have a couple of scriptures that I want to tell you. So I always talk about a good man leaving inheritance because people always ask me because I talk about building a wealth and they be like, well, why are you building wealth? I know that I'm not going to be on this earth long, but Proverbs 13:22 says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Yeah. So that is the thing. Leave an inheritance to your children's children. That's like my grandbaby. Leave an inheritance so they don't have to pick up and start from scratch. You understand? A lot of us had to pick up and start from scratch. And so that's why we are always playing catch up. So leave an inheritance to your children's children. That's Proverbs 13:22. And then also Philippians 4:6-7. This is one of my favorite scriptures. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication. So pray and talk to your God. Pray and talk to your Lord. Pray and talk to your higher power, whatever you want to reference, or Jehovah, Yeshua, as praying, and then also let him know what your need is. So don't be anxious about it. So I'll leave it at that. Again, the scriptures was Proverbs 13:22, and then Philippians 4:6-7. All right, good people, I'm gonna try to go to sleep. I'm going to try. So we'll see how that's gonna work out. Probably watch me a movie or something. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day. Like I said, I'm going into Tuesday already because I believe I'm about anywhere from 6 to 8 hours difference from people that in the States, in the U.S. that watches and that follows me. So I'm about 6 to 8 hours ahead of you. But I'm going to try to take me now because tomorrow my plan is to, like I said, I'm going to go and visit 3 of their different markets. No, I have not been to the markets yet, but I'm going because I got some things that I want to pick up for the strategic party and then also for the retreat in March. All right, good people. Y'all have a great night. If you have any questions, post them and I will answer your questions on my next live. That's what I usually do when you have questions or you have, several comments of the same thing comes across. Then I'll try to address it on my next live. Oh, notice I got my hair done. Yep, I went back black. Yes, I went back black. All right, good people. Y'all have a great Tuesday morning, and I will jump and chat with you later. Hey, thanks, Rhonda. I'm about to get off, Rhonda, so you're gonna have to rewatch it. You got to rewatch the video. But it's nice to see you. It's nice to see your picture. All right, good people. Hi, Eric. Again, for those that jumped on and jumped off, thank y'all for taking time out of your day and joining my Facebook Live. I will be getting back in the flow of getting on every week. As soon as I get back in the United States, I will start getting on every week. Just got to figure out what day that I want to come on and what time. All right, good people. Y'all have a great day. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm thinking, Rhonda. Okay. I was just making sure you wouldn't ask anything. All right. Bye-bye.